I'm in the Tel Aviv suburb of Hod Sharon. Last night, one of the 180 or so rockets which came into this area landed behind me on what was a youth centre. It exploded, leaving a very, very large crater, totally destroyed the centre. Israelis have rushed in today to repair what damage they can, but as you can see behind me, the building's been totally decimated. Yesterday it was completely intact. It's just a few hundred metres away, well, less than that, from a row of houses. Hundreds were hurt by falling shrapnel and debris from the air. Nobody was hurt at all, incredibly, because they were all in shelters. But 100 homes nearby have been damaged. This is the scene of a very, very huge blast, but also miraculous escape. I'm at the site of what appears to be another miracle escape from Iranian rockets, this time in Gedera, a southern suburb of Tel Aviv. You can see behind me, it's a school building that's been completely decimated by a very, very large explosion. Apparently 1/2 ton of explosives went off here when one of the missiles got through the Iron Dome and detonated. Amazingly, there was a kids' New Year's Eve party at this very spot where I'm standing, just 3 hours before it happened. This was the only unpopulated building in the entire neighbourhood, and somehow the rocket has completely missed all of the other houses around here and landed right here. Thankfully, there were no kids here, but once again, it's seen as quite incredible that no one was killed and that the rockets missed their targets.
We are just before New Year's Eve, Jewish New Year, and the kids were celebrating and hoping for a new year, a better one. We had a tough year, and they were very happy. And the ceremony was just when the missile, a few hours later, hit the ground.
Is it true? Was it the exact spot?
Yeah.
The exact spot, and that little courtyard out the front there?
Yeah.
And obviously the front of the school's now completely demolished, isn't it? It's completely wrecked.
This area, the other parts has a slight damage, like the windows. Yeah. We'll have to repair a lot of, but that part was absolutely demolished.
But thankfully the kids had gone home, and this was the only unpopulated building in the entire area.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we are inside a very dense neighborhood. All around there are a residential building with all the families hiding in the shelters, and the only building that were hit was the only building that was vacated.
After a few moments, we heard a very big boom.
Okay.
And the whole house shook.
Yeah.
And we wait about 10 minutes, and we get out, and it was horrible to see the house.
What was the damage?
The damage was first all the glasses, all the piece of glasses, the piece of wood, all the doors and all the windows were broken, and the part of the furniture and the TV and everything. It was a big mess.
We've just been to the blast site across the road. There's an enormous crater there, a massive crater. Clearly there's a very, very big impact. What do you think might have happened if that had landed a few yards in a different direction, if it had landed amongst these homes?
Well, I'm sure if you see the destruction, you see the houses that are the typical houses in this residential area, which are houses that are about 30 to 40 years old, then you understand that a hit in this place could have created enormous damage and taken many lives.
Okay. Because it's been hailed as something as a miracle that nobody around here has been hurt.
So I think it's not only a miracle, it's also the discipline of the people of Hod Sharon. As soon as the alert came in via push notifications, even though it's the first time we received such alert, people went into shelter. And when we realized that this is an ongoing scenario and it's not just one siren, then people remained in shelter throughout the entire event. And that way, people, even if you see the houses that are hit really bad, people were not hurting them because they were away in the shelter area.